What is up, everybody? My name is Spaz. Welcome to my channel, Arrow Key Gaming TV. If you are familiar with this channel, then you know I've talked about having issues transferring from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4 as far as gameplay is concerned. I was having issues identifying targets, hitting targets, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. And it wasn't until I started getting really severe eye strain and headaches until I realized that something was going on graphically, and it turns out that I had tinkered with the FOV setting without realizing what I was doing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the FOV settings in Battlefield 4 because I want to point out a few things for you guys. So let's take a basic look at the field of view. I think this is all pretty much standard and you guys have an idea of this. But when you do change your FOV and reduce it, as you're going to see, I'm going to drop it from 120 to 90, your object becomes bigger, but at the same time, your peripheral view becomes much more narrow, which is to be expected when you change an FOV. I think we all know this, but here, this last clip, I dropped the FOV down to 75. Now, why am I showing you this, and what relevancy does this have? Well, I wanted to point out that this is why I was having such a hard time identifying targets. As you can see in this clip here, at any range past close range, it is very difficult to identify a target with a high FOV. This clip has an FOV of 120, then I drop down to 90 and then finish it off with an FOV of 60 just to show you what really does happen to your screen when you change these settings. Now, what relevancy does this have? So when I played Battlefield 3, I played at an FOV of 90, which is the max in-game FOV, and I had no issues hitting targets or identifying targets. But I wasn't sure what was going on in Battlefield 4, and it wasn't until I reloaded Battlefield 3 until I realized that DICE has changed the way your FOV changes when you aim down the sights. So let's go ahead and take a look at what was happening in Battlefield 3. In this clip here, I have an FOV of 90, but watch what happened when I decided to aim down the sights in Battlefield 3. My FOV adjusted to 60. I could actually engage that target with some sort of efficiency and accuracy. But if we compare that to what's going on now in Battlefield 4, using the same FOV and roughly the same distance away from our target, as soon as I decide to aim down the sights, you're going to notice that there is really no FOV adjustment. And if there is one, it's so minor that it doesn't help at all. Now, why did DICE decide to remove this FOV adjustment? I don't know. Personally, I think it was a poor choice. I liked being able to run a higher FOV in Battlefield 3, yet still be able to aim at my target. Now, as you're going to see here with an FOV of 120, there's no possible way that I could actually hit that target with any sort of accuracy unless I equip a magnified scope. Now, who's going to run around with every rifle they have equipping a 3.4 X scope? That's just silly. I don't know why they changed this. Maybe you guys like it, maybe you guys don't. I don't know. I personally think it was a poor choice. And as you're going to see in these last few clips, I just wanted to show you how exaggerated the FOV makes things appear in the game if we go from low to high. And moving forward, I'm not going to tell you what FOV setting to use. It really is a preference thing. You do have to take in consideration that if you go with a higher FOV, especially in Battlefield 4, yes, you are going to get a greater peripheral view, but that is going to come at the cost of being able to ADS, aim down the sights, and engage your targets with any sort of accuracy unless you equip a magnified scope. That's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to give you a heads up that this is something that has changed in Battlefield 4, and it might be a good idea to go ahead and play around with your FOV settings to see what suits your playstyle the best. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to leave a comment and a rating, and we will catch you in some more Battlefield 4 videos. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Kelp.